Good morning from Goreme, a city in the Cappadocia region. That's a very early start for me today. I've got myself up at 4:30 in the morning to come and watch what is often described as one of the best sunrises in the world. It's just starting to get light. We have the castle in the background, and that's not what I've come to see. I had been told that this sunrise point gets very, very busy, and I had been told, depending on the weather, that the hot air balloons might not even take off. Well, it's fairly quiet up here, and the balloons are already in the sky above the city. Look how low this one's getting. It's practically coming down to the viewpoint. I was kind of thinking that even if the balloons do go up and the weather is okay, that because we're in the low season that there wouldn't be that many of them. But I was wrong. Wow. What an amazing view. Cappadocia is off to a good start, isn't it? Imagine waking up and hearing that noise and looking out your hotel window and that's going past. Bloody hell. There's quite a few people here now. I was one of the first, believe it or not. Look how close them are. It's 4 balloons all hugging each other. Well, this is the town of Goreme, which is where I'm staying. Just over there is the castle. It's another little town. I'm going to head up there at some point because when I came in to Goreme on the bus, it just looked incredible. It was like my first introduction to what this area is like, and it was pretty mind-blowing. Good morning again. It's the same day. I went back to the hotel and had 3 hours more sleep. Still feeling a bit tired, so the first thing I need to do is get some coffee. Now there's a little place here, just a minute's walk away from the hotel, and yep, they do coffee and they also do Turkish pancakes. So I think this is my first stop. Hello.
Morning, Goreme.
Oh, very nice breakfast in there. Had something called a Goreme, which is kind of a bit like a Turkish flatbread type thing, and lovely coffee. The owner was right charming. Called everyone sweetheart, even the guys. Because I have actually got up a little bit later than planned due to the having to get up for the hot air balloons, I'm just going to stick around Goreme. There are lots of different valleys with lots of different shaped rock formations, and you can do them all as part of a tour for about €35, or you can do what I'm going to do and just walk to the bloody things. A lot of walking today. I'm going to be walking around for pretty much all day, I think. This shop on the right, this rug shop, is a bit of an Instagrammer's favourite. And apparently you can go in and he takes drone shots of you surrounded by the rugs and everything. The only thing is, he charges like £8 or £9 for 15 minutes of taking photos. You're allowed to take 15 photos or something, and you have to pay them like nearly a tenner. So I'm not doing that. Looks like a skull. The first place on my adventure for today is a place called Pigeon Valley, which apparently is about 15 minutes walk out of the centre of Goreme. And on this street we have all the usual souvenir shops. Cappadocia is a very touristy place, and last night I went to a bar just over on that side and it was 75 lira for an FS beer. That's the most I've paid in the whole of Turkey. I only paid 50 for the same drink at the restaurant. Out here apparently you can get a beer for 50. Doesn't tell you what beer it is. You might get in, it might be a small FS. But yeah, a little bit more expensive here. There is a road going off to the side over there which a couple of other tourists are taking. Google Maps tells me to come straight down here, and I don't know if that big Turkish flag in the distance is where Pigeon Valley is. I don't know if you have to pay to get in. I'm guessing, it being Cappadocia, that you do. Now I've heard that there's some kind of pass that'll get you in a number of places. I don't know. It's probably going to be an expensive few days in Cappadocia, but it is what it is. It's not often you come to a place like this, so the GoPro's not going to pick this up, but the formations are just incredible. Well, there is no admission fee, which, come to think about it now, it'd be quite hard to charge people coming into an area so vast, because you can access it from many points. But it scared me to death. There are a lot of dogs around here. I think these two are actually owned by a couple who've just turned up in a car, but they've just barked and they've set off all the local street dogs who are glaring and letting themselves be known. Oh, you don't want to mess with them. You can see here in this rock formation there's an entrance with a couple of old couches outside, little hanging basket. People live inside there. So I have a few sites that I want to check out today, and I've calculated the distance between them, and some of them they're like an hour apart, so a lot of walking. But what I didn't take into account is how much time I was going to spend at each one. Wow, just look at this place. See, up here you can see the steps on the rock to get to that hole. When you're walking on the ground is really soft. It almost comes away under your feet. Sounds like there's some kind of party going on over there. Wonder what the Wi-Fi's like in there. I just met a guy coming up here, and he asked me where I was going, and I said, I don't know. I think I'm just heading around and just wandering, and he said, straight down here we'll take you to the open air museum, which according to Google Maps I'm about 2.5 hours walk away. But obviously that takes you by the roads and not through all this. He had a map, which probably a good idea. So I think I'm going to head up there. Let's have a look. Just have a look around here first. See, luckily there are actually signs around to help you, and they're fairly easy to spot, so you can't get lost or anything. Part of me is thinking I should have probably done some more research about this so that I could actually follow an actual path, maybe take the bus right up to the national park and then work my way back round to bring me back to the centre on the kind of same route as what the guy's just done. I did research into the different valleys that are worth checking out, and yeah, they're all kind of connected, I suppose, and there are routes that will take you through them. 45 minutes trek to the Goreme National Park, and I'll probably end up walking back so I can explore this area on my way back, I suppose. The size of that bloody thing. Well, the guy did say I would come to the balloon takeoff point, then he said to kind of keep going left. That doesn't make sense. I am totally going to get lost here. I have no idea which direction to go in. Well, I just asked a guy, a local, and said, is this the way to Goreme National Park? And he said, you're here. I said, you know, the bit where you need to pay? And he didn't have a clue what I was talking about. Am I right back where I started? I think I bloody am, you know. When I saw the guy who told me to follow that path and it'll take me all the way to the national park, the other direction, the one which I was originally going in, would have taken me to Rose Valley. So now I've walked around this road for, I don't know, not long, about 10 minutes, and now I'm approaching Rose Valley. I'm going to bump into the guy again and he's just going to look at me and go, what the hell have you done? Does it look a bit samey? I think this is Rose Valley. Although I've just spotted a sign down there saying Rose is that way. I've just come from up there and there was a sign saying Rose Valley was this way. It's very confusing. It's not as if there's a big sign saying welcome to Rose Valley. I just spotted this one from afar and I was hoping you could actually get in and explore, but no, doesn't seem to be the case. It looks like it's been used as a toilet because it whiffs. It looks like it's recently been used as a toilet. No, there were people heading down that direction. Maybe that's where I need to go. Not exactly sure how to get down it. There appears to be maybe a path over that side. I'll tell you something, I'm certainly glad that I made sure I had breakfast before coming out here, because you certainly need your energy walking around this area. I was hoping that I'd climb to the top of this hill and then there'd be a clear path going straight down to where all these people down here are heading. Looks like I'm going to have to think of an alternative route. If I can get down onto this path and then head that way, that takes me to a place called Pashabag, I think it is. And I reckon I can do this. The only problem is the ground is really, really soft. But, oh bloody hell. People have done this here before me. I can tell because there's cigarette ends everywhere. We'll see, I'll get there and then we'll see how it looks from there, because if it looks too dodgy, there is a path that just takes me back to where I've just come from. Bloody hell, I might have to just run down this. The ground is so soft. As soon as you put your foot down, you can feel it giving way underneath you. Right, first half of the mission accomplished. Check this out. If this was you, you're a twat. Right, let's have a look here then. Oh. kind of looks okay. It's just this bit. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to have to take the GoPro off because I'm going to need both hands for this. If I can't actually pass down there, then I'm going to be screwed, because then I've got to come back up, and that's not going to be easy. Here's a path. Here's a path. Steady. Steady. This is not bad, actually. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, should I? Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at these horses down here. This looks like the worst bit. I think once I get past this, I should be good. I made it. I'm sure this is the path, which will take me to Pashabag, or whatever it's called. The guy who gave me directions told me, just go down here, you'll come to the hot air balloon takeoff area, and yeah, you can't go wrong. There's only really one way you can go. It's dead easy. It must be easy coming from the other direction, because I got to the balloon takeoff place and there was a million different directions I could have gone. So who knows if this is the place from where he came. The chances of that would be very slight, I think, because you can just go off in all different directions and explore this whole area. And the strange thing is, the part where I'm actually going, you have to pay to get in. Now, is it going to be that different to this? Now, what's this say? Well, that's pointing in that direction. Cappadocia. What's that? So this is the road to Pashabag, and there are horses just loose. Seem happy enough. Not interested in me, which I'm pleased about. There are a few buses parked up ahead, which suggests that we're coming close to Pashabag. Not that I would know when I came across it. Maybe this is it. Well, Google Maps told me to turn left, but just left over there, there's basically nothing. And I've just looked on some of the reviews, and it says that Pashabag is one of the places to come and see the kind of chimney style rock formations. And that looks like these up here. Bloody hell, there's a horse got loose and he's a bit wild. And he's coming right for me. He didn't like the truck pulling out. He started freaking out, pulled himself free and started running right after me. Bloody bugger. Well, the Goreme Open Air Museum is way over there, and I'm been walking up here. If I go to the road and walk from the road, which would be easier in terms of direction, it's 2 hours 20 minutes from here, so that's definitely not going to happen. I mean, who knows, maybe I walk across there, I get there in half an hour. I have a choice to make. I can continue up there, which will take me to a small village, and then about half an hour walk there's something called the fairy chimneys, where apparently there's lots of like kind of these things but much slimmer. You have to pay to get in. It's not much, it's about 40 lira or something, but I think I'm going to see the fairy chimneys elsewhere. I don't think I need to pay to go in a place which is probably just going to be a bit like this. Now if I head off in that direction, somewhere in the middle of all that, there's a couple of churches that are built into the rock. Now that does sound pretty interesting. That is also the direction of the national park, which I'm pretty much certain I'm not going to reach today. But it is a journey into the unknown. So, oh bloody hell, I'm sinking now. I'm going to go in that direction. I definitely need to get out of this. Now, I think there is a path just here. So maybe if I follow that path, I will come across some kind of sign pointing me in the direction of the church. Maybe taking a guided tour might have been the best choice in this case, because they would have taken you from one spot straight to the next, and at least you know you're actually going to reach the places you're looking for. Even when I've reached the so-called Red Valley and Rose Valley and Pigeon Valley, I don't know that they were the places. Could have just been a random spot in the middle of all this. It doesn't matter, does it? People have gone here before me. You can see the footprints. I suppose if you go on a guided tour, you'll get picked up. The bus will take you to a certain point, a certain valley. They'll say, right, here you are, this is Pigeon Valley. 10 minutes back at the bus before you move on to another valley. Whereas I'm walking between the two. So you get more of a feel for the place, don't you? Rather than just jumping in and out of vans. I must say, I haven't seen a human for a long time. I can hear the mosque, so civilization does still exist. When you're out here, you do kind of feel like you're the only person in the world. I think Star Wars was filmed here, or some of Star Wars was filmed here. Now, I don't think I'm in Imagination Valley, but I can definitely see like a crocodile or something. Well, there used to be plenty of activity take place around here. You can see the entrances, and there's another entrance into this big one over here. I'm not sure what you can actually see. Wow. Is this where people used to sleep? See the raised bit there? Maybe to rest the head. People were much smaller back then. I'm not sure what this would have been. Maybe a place to clean themselves. This is where a tour guide would come in handy. Wow. See this entrance here? Got the old painting. But you can see how soft. Look, you can just pull off big chunks of it just with your nail. Again, you can see the painting just underneath there. It just shows that the people who lived here all those centuries ago still wanted to decorate their homes, even in the most basic living. Can you hear that? complete silence apart from a choir of wasps. Let's get the hell out of here. Well, look at this. Actual directions. We've got Red Rose Valley, which is where I came from, so I'm clearly not going to get to the national park today, but also church. I mean, it tells you the church is this way, but if you look now when you're here, you've got all kinds of directions. You could be anywhere. Okay, so church. There's a path going off up that way, path going off that way, and that way. And obviously this one. So literally 10 seconds after seeing the sign saying church, I've now got 5 options. Well, there's a sign for the Clonloo Church and the Hackley Church, which points in this direction. But then this sign here has got the Hackley Church and the, well, it says Hackley Church twice, and something called the Ivor Church, which kind of points up there. Now, neither of these churches are the ones I've got saved on Google Maps, so who knows. Well, believe it or not, this kind of road that I'm on now is actually on Google Maps, and this is going to take me to the first of the churches, the Anna Joachim Church. Alright, now be careful here because it's very muddy in parts. You can get around the side. I do believe, according to Google Maps, that the first of the 3 churches that are in this area, let's have a look. Is it here, or do I keep going? Google Maps is not sure. I think it's up here. Is this it? Looks like this could be it. I can't tell whether this is it or not. I have a picture on Google Maps, but I can't enlarge it because I've lost my data. I think this could be it, to be honest. Okay, looking now, I think that this is it. There seems to be a lot more carvings in the rock on this part. Wow. Wow. Whew. I'm running out of Coke Zero, which is not good. Because I'm very unlikely to find a cafe around here. Well, I think I need to get down to that path. I'm not exactly sure how to do that from here. But I'm going to go down here because this actually takes you through this secret passage. You're definitely not going to get down there. Bloody hell. The places you find yourself. Oh, that's a tight fit. Oh my god, it's just a drop. right. Plan B. I mean, if I was to fall and have an accident out here, who the hell's gonna know? Well, this is taking me back to Rose Valley and Hackley Church, which again is not. I've got directly and Uzumlu Church. Well, let's see where this takes us then. There's a sign there that says Cafeteria, 100 metres. Surely not. Well, the sign for the cafe's disappeared now. We just have the Hatchley Church, 73 metres. And the signs for Rose Valley have disappeared as well. Maybe I should look into some place where I can spend the night. Maybe that's the sign for the cafe. Believe it or not, there actually is a cafe. Bloody hell. So the cafe appears to be right where the church is. I literally can't see in front of my face. Yeah, that's just a brick wall. Yeah, that's just a stone wall. Wow. Look at this. Amazing. I've walked up more secure stairs than this, to be honest. Bloody hell. That's not too bad. Look at this. Wow, people. Well, I stopped off in the cafe that was selling orange juice, but also selling water. So I'm now stocked up on water. Well, I say stocked up, I've just downed a bottle in one. I've got another bottle in my bag. So, time to carry on adventurising. Fair play to Google Maps. I'm now looking for my next church, and Google Maps knows the directions. It knows this path, which is just incredible. Look, you're not going to be able to see that. This way then. Well, this is the Davekli Church, and this appears to be a little bit off the beaten track because on Google Maps it's only got like 20 reviews. So it doesn't seem to be signposted as well. So I'm not sure how much we're going to see inside, if anything. You can see the old paintings on the outside there that's still here. After God knows how many years, centuries certainly. Wow. Maybe this is where they placed candles to light the place up. Bloody hell. Oh my God. Look at this. This is amazing. This is the best one yet. It's just amazing that this is carved out of the rock. This is the most impressive church so far, certainly, that I've been in whilst I've been exploring this area. Stunning.